welcome back to Is Stomata online classes, my dears. In our previous class, we have discussed three mains from our first chapter, that is living and non-living things. It is time to move on with our fourth main, that is unscramble the words and define them. Unscramble the words and define them. Now, I will write the words. You just make it down, note down in your books and write with me whatever I write on the board. C E R P E P R O U B I T O N. The second thing is O S A T M A T. The third one and the final one in this main is L A I S P R C E S. Now we shall just unscramble the words which I have written, and later on we can go on explaining them. What is the first word we can make? The first word which we can make by this word is, are you getting any ideas? Yes, you are correct. The word which we can make in this sentence or this word is R E P R O D U C T I O N. What this word means? Reproduction. What is reproduction? We shall just learn later. The next word which we can unscramble is S T O M A T A. Stomata. Is this right? Let us check. Here is one S. S T T O O M M A A T T A A. It is perfectly right. The word which we have unscrambled, the scrambled word is stomata. The final one, here we can unscramble this word as S P R I R A C L E S. What this pronounces as spiracles. My dears, we have just unscrambled the words which are given scrambled here, and what they have asked to do is they have asked to explain the words by unscrambling. Now it is time to explain the unscrambled words. What is reproduction? Yes, reproduction is a process. What is reproduction? Reproduction is a process where the living organisms give birth to their young ones of their own kind. The living organisms give birth to their own kind is known as reproduction. What is stomata? Stomata is a tiny spore present under the leaf which helps the leaf to pass air or to take in and to leave out air, the process which is also known as breathing. Here stomata helps the plants or the leaf for breathing, that too especially in the process of photosynthesis. My dears, the last word which we have to explain is spiracles. What is spiracles? Spiracles is also a tiny spores which helps insects like grasshoppers to breathe. What is breathe? To take in and to leave out air. What is spiracles? I'll repeat it. Make sure you are listening to me. And spiracles are the tiny spores which helps insects like grasshoppers to breathe. My dears, we have just unscrambled the words which are given scrambled in your textbook, and we have discussed the meaning of the unscrambled words, and by unscrambling the words which are given scrambled. We shall move on with the last mail which I am doing here, that is one answer question. That is short answer questions. What they have given in your first question for answer these questions is give any one difference between living and non-living things. Can you give any difference? But how can we give difference? Is, as I told you, by using characteristics of living organisms, that we can give the difference between living and non-living things. Now, I will not give just one, I will give much more. Not much more also. I will give many examples, many differences between living and non-living to just make over them. The first difference between living and non-living things. Living things need food. They need food and water. Why they need food and water? Yes, they need food and water for growth. Here, non-living things don't want any food and water to grow. No need of food and water. Here they breathe. What does this breathe means? This breathe means taking and leaving out air, is it not? But here they do not breathe. Next, the third one is they show movement. Here they don't show any movements. What does this movements here refers to is moving from one place to another place or showing its action, showing any action in their body. I have given here 3 examples, my dears. This is first, this is second. I have given 3 differences between living and non-living things, and I will go with my 4th example, that is all the living things feel and respond. All the living things feel and respond, but non-living things do not feel, don't feel and respond. They grow. Living things grow, right? The final thing is they reproduce. Here they don't reproduce. They don't reproduce, as these are all the characteristics of living things that we have discussed in our previous classes. The next question, which they have given in your textbook, is what are natural things? The next thing which they have given in your textbook is what are natural things. Natural things are the things which are not made by the human, but they came to existence before the man came to existence. Such things are known as natural things. For example, sun, moon, planets. These are all and many more things where we can tell all these things are natural things. Give 2 examples for natural non-living things. The things which are naturally occurred but where they don't have any living thing characteristics. Name 2 such examples. 2 examples for those are rock, where rock and water. Where water is very essential for living things, for living organisms to grow, but the water only is a non-living thing. Here the question for these 2 answers is, give 2 examples for natural non-living things. Not only natural non-living things, my dears. It is examples. These are all the examples for natural non-living things. The 4th question in your textbook is, name some animals that lay eggs. Name some animals that lay eggs. For example, the animals which lay eggs are hen, snake and swan. These are all the animals which lay eggs, where it is one kind of process in where it is one of the subdivision of reproduction, where reproduction can also take place in this form. How does snakes move? Here, my dears, we all know that snake don't have any leg to move. So, it moves with the help of their whole body. Here snakes have no legs to move. They move with the help of their whole body. How does snake move? Snake move from one place to another place with the help of their own body. My dears, in today's class we have discussed the remaining two mains of our first topic, that is living and non-living things, and I have told you in my before class also to take your parents' help to solve the fourth main, that is long answer questions. I will repeat the questions. You can also note over how does growth takes place in living things. And second question is, what is reproduction? Give examples. What is reproduction and give examples. These are the questions which you have to study in your own. My dears, thank you for all of you, and in our next class we shall meet on with a new chapter, that is parts of the plant, and very briefly. Thank you.